hi. It's been a while. I've made a mess. Been busy. I have a lot of excuses for you guys. If you watched the last couple videos, which seems like forever ago, been doing a remodel on my house. Living room, dining room, entryway, stairwell, hallway, all being fixed, repainted, all the electrical work, all the outlets, all the light switches, light fixtures, all that getting done by myself, no help. And then I got sick and I hurt my wrist and holidays and life. Anyways, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. If you read the title of the video, you probably know what this is going to be about. We're going to be working on this Compac Super 4X. The lenses on the eyepiece side, the eye side, are pretty nasty. The other side that we don't actually need if you're going to do a Greedo Killer, because you would actually unscrew this, they're fine. But the other side is gross. It's not just gross, but it kind of rattles in there. So I don't know what that's about. So I'm hoping I can address the rattling. It's got like a little bit of movement. If I press on it, you can see that. I know I shouldn't tap on that, but the thing is so filthy that I'm not that worried about it. It's my fingernail. It's not that hard. You know, it's not likely going to scratch it. But I want to get all this stuff off. So that means taking off this bell, pulling it out, and removing all the lenses on the inside. And I've got to keep track of the order because I want to put it back the same way it was in there. I don't know if that's the right way, because I don't know if somebody already took this apart, because it's got that rattle, which is kind of suspect, you know. So maybe whoever had it before put it back the wrong way, but at the very least we want to clean it up, because even if the lenses are in the wrong order and it won't work as a scope, if you're using it as a Greedo Killer, it doesn't really matter, because you're going to remove this end anyway, and it wouldn't work as a scope. So, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, this one's pretty ratty, but I actually really kind of dig that kind of beat up vibe, you know. It's got that real world look to it, you know. So yeah, let's get to what I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to be doing it. Here's our lovely scope. You can see, the lenses are foggy on this end, which is the end we need, and then this end that we don't need, it's totally clear and perfect. And I want to address the rattle. I got a piece of paper here. This is for drawing out the lens order. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw the bell. And then within that, I'm going to draw the order that the lenses come out. So I'm going to pull one lens out at a time, because it's multiple layers, and I'm going to draw which side the curvature is on. Get a basic map of the order of the lenses. And then the other thing I got here, I got some microfiber cloths. One is going to be for laying the lenses down in order, and then the other one is going to be more of a cleaning one, and I'm going to get some Windex, which I have around here somewhere, and I might use some rubbing alcohol. I know Windex probably isn't the best thing, but I'm trying to save these lenses, and I have limitations on what I have, you know. If we were going to put this back together to be an actual functioning scope, I probably wouldn't use Windex, but I've used Windex on other scopes and it worked great, so I don't know. I'm gonna keep moving with it. Alright, so I'm editing this video and I see I made a mistake. I don't know if you just saw it, but I did. I put not the lenses in the wrong order, I put that ring in the wrong place. So I'm going to try to sort that out. I'm going to take it all apart again real quick and swap the order, or put the ring in the correct place, because it should go between the first and second instead of between the second and third. Look at my crude drawing here. So I have the ring between these two, but it should go between these two. I don't know if you guys caught that, but I did. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it when I was taking it apart, but I was trying to hold three lenses or two lenses in that ring. They all popped out at the same time, so that's my excuse. So I'm going to deal with this real quick and see if this improves the ability to not focus, but not fisheye and look weird. Alright, this was really kind of difficult. There's this inside ring here that I had to take out, and these parts they have a very fine thread and they're filthy. Like, they did not want to come apart. And I don't really have the proper tool, but you can fit. I like to use the little notch that's right on the back here and kind of set it in there, and I can kind of spin it and get it started, and then I was able to just push it out with my finger, but it did not want to move. I am surprised to find this other ring in here, and it looks like it has threading on the inside, or maybe it's just a ribbing, I'm not sure, but there's that. And we can see how gross each lens is individually. This one's the worst. Look at that. That is just covered. And this one's not really that bad. So I got them kind of set out in order. The idea is I got them laid out in the correct order they go in, and I kind of have a map drawn. It's very poor, but I might redraw it, because this one has two curvatures. See that? This one's much greater than this one's, a lot more shallow on this side. So yeah, let me redraw this real quick. Okay, I am actually going to clean the glass first. This one's not terrible, but I am going to clean it all the same. You know what I'm going to do? I need another rubber glove. You want to start with your cleanest stuff first. That way you're not less likely to transfer dirt. Alright, this is better, but there's some sort of something. It's almost like etched into the surface. It's not as opaque and milky, but you can still definitely see it. I mean, the scope would probably work like this. This is probably mold. But something has really gotten into that surface. I'm going to go get another microfiber cloth, because this one has got cat hair all over it. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to let this soak. Just on there. Okay, I'm back. Got a cleaner one. Or clean one, I should say. It is not coming clean. Oh, it's sticky. It's like, when I touch that with my thumb, it's sticky. What in the heck? And I can feel it if I put my thumbnail on it. Like, this is glass. This is sticky, grubby, rubbery. Maybe it's got like a plastic. Maybe it had a plastic coating or something that, I don't know. You know what? I got some stuff I can use for this. All right, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try some Goo Gone on it. This stuff can be a mess, and I don't want to get it on my other stuff, so. While that's cooking, I'm gonna do this last one. I need another rubber glove. Hopefully this one doesn't turn out the same way. There's still a couple marks over here. I kind of wonder if that's the same weird grubbiness that I felt on that other lens. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean these rings because they were not, or this one wasn't happy about unscrewing, so I'm guessing it's all gummed up. Okay, this does not feel as bad as it did. It's still like got like an etching in the surface, but it's at least clear. It's not milky anymore, so we'll be able to see through. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and reassemble this. So I got this. This guy goes in first. This guy. Maybe. My cat is causing havoc. Trying to divide my attention. Okay, and then the shallow, no, the deep side goes towards the eye. This goes this way. And then we thread this in, which is probably going to be a whole lot of fun because it's very fine threads. I actually just noticed there's a little ding right here. It's like somebody had this up before and they dropped it. That's probably why I didn't want to unthread. Cat, stop it. She's bumping the tripod. I didn't want her down here, but she bum rushed the door when I went up. Okay, here we go. That's what I'm going to do. I would love to add oil, but I know that would be a mistake because that would make things move. I want to keep this dry. Good thing is I cleaned the threads out a bit, so it does move a little bit better. I think that this was just not tightened down all the way. There's a special tool you can get that'll sit into these two little grooves on each side, but I don't own it. I should get one. They're not expensive, but it's such a specialty thing. Hey, it stopped rattling. I think I'm at the bottom. Possibly. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work as a scope, but we're going to find out. At least it'll be clear. Clearer. Alright, you're probably wondering, did it work? So originally, when I put it back together and looked through the scope, because I put the lenses back, the lenses were in the correct order, just the spacer was in the wrong place. When I looked through the scope, everything was not, I don't want to say tiny, but like I could only get like a tiny little dot in the middle, and it was like a weird fisheye view. And so when I was editing the video, I saw that I put the spacer in the wrong place, and so here we are. We're back to present time. So I have since taken this apart, again, changed the order of where the spacer goes. Lenses are all in the same orientation. I didn't flip anything, but the spacer's in a different place. And it's much better. It's not perfect though. It does fill the full lens now. When I look through it, it's much closer to full. Not 100%. I have a theory about that, and that is this last lens has that deep convex, and I kind of feel like that should be the other way. That's just my theory, but that's the way it came out, so that's the way I put it back in. But I did move the spacer, so it's got a little bit of space in between. Personally, I do think it makes a lot of sense to flip that other one, but I'm not going to do it. I don't want to jack with it any more than I have to. But it does now pass light pretty well, so that's a big positive. Taking it apart and putting it back together is not that bad. It's a little tedious, very fine threads, and then there's that inner ring that has to be unthreaded. Not the ring itself, but the lens pack that has a little ding, just a slight ding on one side, and it just makes it so it just doesn't want to move. So that was kind of a little bit of a challenge in using that X-Acto knife to kind of push it along until it was far enough out where I could get a grip with my fingers and actually thread it out. I do need to go and just buy that lens tool for unscrewing lenses, because it seems like I'm working on them more and more often. So yeah, maybe I'll do that sometime. It's money, Anyways, this is going to be the first video of the year for me. Kind of starting off with this scope, this lens cleanup. I'm going to be getting back to the X-Wing helmet soon. Like I mentioned earlier, my excuses are remodel, a lot of life happening as well. Another little note is my HVAC motor went out, and that kind of sucked for several days because it was very cold here. It was below freezing. Not having any heat in the house kind of sucked. But the positives are it's quieter. I don't know if you noticed, it is usually there's a little din, a little background noise, and there still is, but it's lower. I noticed it immediately. I don't know how well it's going to translate on camera, but I hear it throughout the house, and it's just lower. So hopefully that'll pick up less in my videos. So I'm excited about that. Because it's always been something I've had to battle, is just this old motor making noises. So that's a really cool thing. But I'm planning to do a lot of videos here coming up. I'm going to talk about more of that in the. I'm going to do like a roundup video as my next video. I just wanted to get this out because Ian is going to be selling this scope, and so I wanted to get the scope done for him. You know, he's asked me to polish this up for him, not get rid of all the dirt and all the schmutz and everything. You know, just the lenses. You know, so because they were disgusting. So that's all I really touched. Everything else is just as filthy as it was before. Anyway, that'll be it for this video. I'll throw some Amazon affiliate links in the description. If you click on those, I get a tiny kickback. It doesn't cost you anything. Helps me out. Helps me, grow the channel, I guess, and do cool projects. Check out the blog, propchopshop.com. You can hit me up on the RPF. You can throw a comment down in the YouTube comments below here. If there's anything you want to know, just ask me. I'm pretty friendly most of the time. And yeah, I guess hope you guys had good holidays. Good Christmas, good Hanukkah, good Kwanzaa, happy Life Day, happy New Year's. I'll see you in the next video. Later.